Hello everyone, welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to this week's GT Sport Daily Race Race and Strategy Guide. We're moving on to a slightly more quick fire format for doing these guides now that GT7 is out, but don't worry, all the relevant information on how to tackle this race is going to be present and correct. Moving on to the detailed settings, we've got 9 laps to get round Mount Panorama in Bathurst, or in Australia. Soft and medium tyres available, both of which will be mandatory. Damage is off, it's a rolling start, BOP is on, and slipstream is real. And yeah, once again, in the post GT7 era, Polyphony Digital have served up a very nice daily race seat for GT Sport. You know, Mount Panorama, Group 3, soft and medium tyres available. Happy days if you ask me. Now the test car for this one is going to be the Corvette C7. Whenever we visit Bathurst in daily race C, always tends to be the dominant car. Very good car in a straight line, 2 very long straights in Bathurst, so but any car with good top line or good straight line speed should serve you fairly well here. Something like the Jaguar or the GTR should be pretty handy as well. Do remember in the Corvette to change around 60 to 70% on that rev bar for maximum acceleration. So moving on to the strategy part of the video, we're going to do the soft medium run here. Now before we kind of did this race run, we jumped on, did a number of laps on the medium tyres, got an idea what kind of pace we had on the medium tyres. Therefore I know when I go into the softs what kind of crossover lap time I'm looking at. In this case it's a 2 minutes 03.2, so I know once I get to that kind of lap time I need to be considering making that pit stop and moving on to the medium tyres, because they should be fresher than my worn softs by that point. And that kind of lap time roundabout came lap 5, which is around about where I was expecting. You can see the soft tyres there, fairly worn in the bottom right hand corner. So when I come into the pits here now, do be very cautious coming into the pits. It's so easy to overshoot the pit lane and end up in that white tyre barrier there and a little bit of egg on your face, or a big red face as Scotty SNR would say on his streams. You don't want to end up with a big red face. As you approach the pit lane there, look for the 150 metre board on the right hand side of the track. If you brake at the 150 metre board, you should be able to make that pit lane without any issues whatsoever. But you will see somebody in that wall this week, and anyone who says they've not done it is lying. I've done it. Many other streamers out there have done it as well, and you don't get to kind of just try and drive back into the pit lane. It resets you to the start finish straight and you then have to redo that lap. But the pit loss when we're all said and done is around about 16 or 17 seconds. Fuel is no issue whatsoever. Coming to the end of the race run here, you can see we kind of judged that crossover lap fairly well. First flying lap on the mediums a 203.1, very good lap there for the second one on the mediums a 202.8. Slightly poorer third lap of a 203.7, but occurred. Came across some of the AI cars on that last lap. 18 minutes 58.7, reasonable length daily race C here for GT Sport. Round about that 19-minute mark is always nice to get to. So from the information we've garnered there, I know we'd normally kind of jump on and do the medium soft run, but I'll use what I've kind of worked out from the first run there to kind of work out the medium soft run. But we'll just go through that soft medium run again. The soft tyres look to me they'll last 5 laps no problem whatsoever before fresh mediums will be quicker. If you're pretty good on the tyres, you may be able to extend that to round about lap 6 there, have a slightly shorter stint on those medium tyres, but it's going to be very close. But that crossover definitely comes around 5 or 6 on the softs. If you're doing the alternate strategy, if you're starting towards the back of the grid or maybe in the middle of the grid, you want to be kind of more looking towards that medium soft strategy. And as ever, the medium soft strategy is always that balance between how big an undercut you get and how worn your tyres are at the end. Now, some people out there maybe think they probably could do 1 lap on the mediums, 8 laps on the softs. I wouldn't recommend that unless you're incredible on your tyres. Your soft tyres will be absolute mince by the end. So lap 2 would be the earliest I'd be considering pitting on the mediums, but for most people I think lap 3. If you go as far as lap 4, I think you just risk getting undercut by too many people, and try to fight your way through traffic in Bathurst is never easy. And to be honest with you, that about wraps things up for this one. It's very unlikely we're going to be streaming this one this week. Daily Race C is now on Gran Turismo 7. Our focus has to be on that, I think. I can't imagine anybody, too many people will want to watch me pedal around Bathurst and GT Sport. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video, hopefully it's been helpful. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye now.